Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. This is Atlanta and Company. I'm Christine Pullara. So happy to be with you. Hope you had a fantastic weekend, whatever you did. Hopefully it was something that filled you with love, peace, joy, all of that. And actually, speaking of those things, you know who's up now? My BFF, who brings me all of that each and every day. I don't know how she puts up with me. It's the one and only Cara Kneer with stories that are all good. And Cara, how are you, my love? Did you have a good weekend?
Hello, my friend. Yes, I did. I had a great weekend. I hope you did too. I miss your face. And I just wanted to tell you that I don't know if you know, but today is actually Best Friends Day. How cool is that? So we want you to share your best friend with us. Yeah, go on our Facebook page, our Instagram, our Twitter. Just use the hashtag Best Friends Day and share your best friend with us. Speaking of somebody that always brightens your day, you always brighten my day. I love you so much. So happy Best Friends Day, my friend.
Love you. I love that. I love it. And you've got some great stories.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I do. Speaking of best friends, let's start with two gentlemen that are very close together. We're going to start with Ben and Marcus. And Ben and Marcus have known each other for years. They worked at AT&T together, building cell phone towers. And after the death of George Floyd, they said it really struck a chord with them, and they wanted to do what they could to protest. And so this is what they did. They took their chairs, went and sat in Ben's yard, and had a sign up that said, "Black or white, relax and have a beer," because their purpose was to start a dialogue, to open communication, to show people. Well, let's just read a quote from what Marcus said exactly. He said, "I came out black, he came out white. I'm equal, I bleed, you bleed. Let's unite. Let's unite together." And Ben is a former Marine, and he said, you know, the killing struck such a chord with me that I thought, this is not what I fought for. This is not what I served my country for. I fought for a free and a just America. So they invite you, if you're in the Pittsburgh area, they're in Pittsburgh. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, go pop a squat with those fine young men and have a little chat. They said they've gotten a few members of the community to join them thus far, and they're hoping for more. And just a way to unite, stay together, be together, and open up that dialogue and that communication. Yeah. So uniting is the theme for today, my friend Christine.
That's right. And, you know, I've seen that more and more on Facebook. I feel like more so than any other time in the last maybe decade or so, or definitely since we've all been using Facebook and social media, is that people, especially I've noticed white people, are like, I can't see this anymore. I want to help. I want to make a difference. Tell me what to do, and let's have a meaningful conversation. So it's so encouraging. First of all, if we lived in Pittsburgh, you and I, and we love a cold beer, and we love to talk and try to, you know, find ways to come together. So we would be right there with them, Cara. I love that idea.
We sure would. We sure would. I love Marcus also said in the article, he said, you know, beer makes people happy. And I said, you know what, Marcus? That is correct. Beer does make people happy. Full of wisdom, that Marcus.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, let's keep it moving just a little bit further across the state. We're going to Philly now because the protests in Philly have been going on. And there's a young man there by the name of Khalil Gardner. And Khalil thought, I'm going to go to the protest, but I'm going to take maybe something a little unusual. He decided to take a prop, not just a prop, but you're looking at it here, a baseball hoop. I mean, a baseball. I'm sorry. That's how smart I am. It's a basketball hoop. That's what it is. Not baseball. Basketball. So he's wheeling this through the streets of Philly, and his goal was to ease tension between the protesters and the police, and to maybe start uniting people through a game that people love. So he did that. I think other people started also wheeling. There was a woman, I believe, that wheeled a basketball hoop around, and people started playing during the day. So I think he accomplished his goal. Journalist Nina Feldman documented him all day on Twitter, and it was neat to follow, and that young man was, even just the fact that he wheeled that down there to the streets. So Khalil, we admire you for trying to once again unite and do something a little out of the ordinary, but especially a young man trying to make a point there too. So kudos to Khalil.
Yeah, and Cara, one of the things I think it's so neat is that we are seeing our young people try and find solutions, and we need to give them credit for wanting to get involved and for wanting to finally put an end to the injustice that they're seeing and that their parents and grandparents have seen. So it's going to take an effort by all of us. So I love that. You're not too young
True.
to step in and make a difference. So I love that.
Yeah. Love that too. The children are our future. We must love them and protect them and raise them up. Speaking of children, best friends, all this wrapped into one, but also a special bond for this last story, a mother and a daughter. I was reading the story in shock and awe because I was just so proud of this mother and daughter because they both went through medical school at the same time. Not only did they graduate medical school, but then they matched together for their residency program at Louisiana State University.
Oh my
the daughter's
gosh.
going into surgery. The mother's going into family practice. This is Cynthia and Jasmine. Cynthia had Jasmine at the age of 23, and so put her dreams of being a doctor aside. And then coincidentally, they ended up going together and matching at the same place as a spouse of someone who's been through medical school and residency. I can tell you it is a grueling and trying time. So the fact that the two of them did it together, they share this special bond. What an accomplishment. Congratulations to both of them. And how cool, because it's not guaranteed where you'll match. So it's very neat that they match together at LSU, and they'll be finishing their the rest of their residency years together so they can actually have some face-to-face support instead of all the Skype and FaceTime calls they did previously. But congratulations, Cynthia and Jasmine. What an accomplishment. What an accomplishment. Yes.
Absolutely. Cara, thank you. I needed that. I love this segment, and now more than ever.